In this video, we'll be looking at the 10 most dangerous places in the world. These are the countries with the highest rates of violence. Organized crime, corruption, and poverty are some of the root causes of this issue. Hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Jamaica. Plagued by gang activity, it has a population of almost 3 million and high levels of violent crime, including sexual assault and government corruption. It is the first on this list of nations with the highest crime rates. It has a crime rate of 67.42 per 100,000 people. The Jamaican police are said to be understaffed and have few resources, particularly Spanish Town, some of Kingston, and Montego Bay are the most dangerous areas according to travel advisories. Brazil. It has one of the highest rates of violent crime in the world, ranking 9th overall. The homicide rate in Brazil was 23.6 per 100,000 people in 2020, while it has previously reached a high of 30.8. Because organized crime has continuously risen and conflict between rival groups is frequent, it is Brazil's worst problem. Domestic violence, drug trafficking, and corruption are all widespread problems in Brazil. El Salvador. Organized crime is the major cause of social violence, with its two biggest gangs, MS-13 and Barrio 18, leading the scene. In El Salvador, there are roughly 60,000 young people in youth gangs, 25,000 gang members who are still free, and 9,000 who are imprisoned. Numerous gangs have developed connections with drug traffickers and engaged in territorial conflicts. In addition, El Salvador has a high unemployment rate and low salaries. The most frequent crimes are thefts. Guyana. Guyana has a murder rate of around 4 times higher than that of the United States and has the 7th highest crime rate in the world, 68.74. Despite strict licensing requirements for gun ownership, criminals frequently use firearms. Domestic violence occurs frequently in Guyana due to the lack of enforcement of its legislation. Additionally, travelers are frequently the target of hotel break-ins, robberies, and assaults. Trinidad and Tobago. The crime rate of Trinidad and Tobago is the 6th highest in the world. Its government has a number of obstacles to overcome in order to reduce crime, including bureaucratic reluctance to change, narcotics, the damaging effects of gangs, economic recession, and an overworked court system. Additionally, there is a strong market for illegal weapons, which is fueled by gang and drug-related activity. Travelers should take extra precautions as Trinidad and Tobago has a level 2 travel advisory. Typically, visitors are the target for pickpocketing, assault, theft, and fraud. Honduras ranks 6th in the world with a crime index of 74.54. At its worst, Honduras had roughly 20 homicides per day in 2012. These crimes were typically committed by gangs with firearms like Barrio 18 or Mara Salvatrucha. Additionally, Honduras is thought to be a key gateway for drugs into the US. The country has become a convenient entry point for the illegal drug trade due to poor domestic law enforcement. The US Department of State has issued a level 3 travel advisory for Honduras, recommending people to think twice before going there. Afghanistan. The nation with the 4th highest crime rate is Afghanistan. Corruption, assassinations or contract killings, drug trafficking, kidnapping, and money laundering are just a few of the many types of crime that exist there. In 2020, Afghanistan supplied 85% of the illicit opium consumed worldwide. The opium industry is such a crucial component of the country's suffering economy that it will be challenging for the Taliban to eradicate it. Despite their commitment to do so when they reclaimed control of the nation in 2021, numerous national crimes, such robbery and assault, are made more likely by widespread unemployment. South Africa. The prevalence of violent crimes is unusually high in South Africa. Numerous issues, such as extreme poverty, inequality, unemployment, social exclusion, and the normalization of violence, have been associated to this. One of the highest rape rates in the world is found in South Africa. In a poll conducted by the South African Medical Research Council, more than 1 in 4 men admitted to rape. Papua New Guinea. The crime index of Papua New Guinea is 80/79. Quick social, economic, and political change is the main driver of crime, particularly violent crime. Rascal gangs are primarily made up of people with limited education and few job options, and they participate in both small and large-scale criminal activity. Major cities frequently experience organized crime in the form of corruption, which significantly raises the overall crime rate. Papua New Guinea's topography also attracts traffickers of both drugs and people. Venezuela. The highest crime index in the world belongs to Venezuela at a whopping 83.76. The US Department of State has issued a Level 4 travel advisory, warning that it is unsafe to visit and that tourists should stay away. The high crime rates in Venezuela have been attributed to a number of factors, such as judicial system flaws, government corruption, and the breakdown of the rule of law. If you like this video, you will love this suggestion. Click and go watch, like, subscribe, and goodbye.